It's been a week since the release of CALDERA, and let me tell you, it has been eventful. For this week's video, I decided to put on my glasses and go through a little research on what this first week of CALDERA has brought us. This video will be split up into 4 sections. These are the 4 things you need to know in the first week of its drop. We're going to start out by talking about the map. Obviously, the release of CALDERA is a brand new map, a brand new location, and a brand new place to explore. This gave completely new points of interest and new hot drops as well. I think most of the community knew about the map within the first few days of playing. And let me also tell you, there were a few complaints. Let's start off by noting some of the hot drops. Most pros, most competitive players do drop at peak, mines, or airfield. There are multiple reasons for this, but the main ones being that it's very central. Lots of contracts, able to move around the map quicker, and overall you're gonna get most of your kills in these areas. Peak is looking like it is one of the hottest drops at the moment, especially when you land there yourself. There are so many people and so little cover as well. However, places like mines and fields are also good for hot drops too. It may not be as crazy as Peak and Airfield, but there are many contracts, lots of loot, and easy to navigate. If we start looking at the competitive scene, Airfield has become a place for all the pros to drop. And there's one main reason for this: the airplanes. They have been extremely overpowered. They practically had aimbot for the first few days and they're still super overpowered. You can ping people out the sky with them super quick. You can fly around the whole map super quickly as well. Talking about airplanes, we're going to move into our second part of this video, which are the meta strategies, or the strategies that people are using to be the best at the game. We've already spoken about the planes, but the planes are really proven to be the chopper tactic from Verdansk. You can get quick kills straight from the rip, and the fact that you can't get a loadout straight away, you need a different strategy and you need to adapt. That therefore brings me on to the importance of UAVs early game. You'll see many pros and many competitive players pop as many UAVs as they can straight away. The fact you can't get your loadout with your money, and also the fact there being such an abundance of money, means that people will be popping UAVs and flying around the map getting as many kills before their loadout drops. It wouldn't be a section on metas if we weren't talking about the meta guns. If we look at the Vanguard days, the MP40 and the STG seemed clear to be the meta strategies and the meta guns. However, what we've seen is a few different guns enter the scene. The first one being the AR Automated. The Automatism has literally no recoil, super good at long range, and it's looking like the favorite right now. For secondaries, we had the PPSH, super strong at the beginning with literally no recoil either. However, after the nerf, there has been a few other contenders. The MP40, as we mentioned before from Vanguard, is being used lots as well. However, the Cooper Carbine, which is unlocked at level 15 of the Battle Pass, is extremely overpowered. I mean, you're seeing the clips behind me from various content creators, how insane it is. And something I'm sure many people wouldn't have guessed before the introduction of CALDERA is stims. Stims are surprisingly overpowered in this. You can see through these clips people moving around the map so quickly. Moving into the third section of this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the bugs and complaints. Everyone's favorite bit to talk about on Twitter. And I mean understandably, the lagging, the slow motion animation, the dropping of frames is making this game super easily criticizable. I mean, we've recently had tournaments as well where people are getting dev errors and kicked out of the tournament. They're winning their gulags, but they actually die still and spectating. They respawn back in planes. Competitive Call of Duty with all these bugs is not the way right now. I believe the game should be fixed before we're playing for $100,000, life-changing money. Not only that, but for the casual players as well, there are many complaints of removing Rebirth. Rebirth became an absolute favorite for so many people, and to see it taken away was a huge dent to them. However, it is known that Rebirth will be making return later this week, but something that they promised us was the Ricochet anti-cheat. And the Ricochet anti-cheat has only been released in Asia Pacific and Australian servers. And you best believe people have already ran into hackers. Finally, and this one's up for interpretation and differing opinions, but the loadout delay. Many people will now know that the loadout comes second zone. You can't even buy a loadout until second zone either. Many people are complaining about this fact, the fact that they can't get their loadout straight away and run around and get kills. But there are many other people who believe it's a good thing. It throws it back to old school battle royale. You don't have loadouts, you don't have meta guns straight away, and you have to find what you need to use to survive. So let us know in the comments how you feel about the loadout delay. Number 4, and this is very exciting for me and KYZEN itself. The reason Verdansk and Warzone was so successful was because of its content creators. You saw some people drop world records, release great videos with great gameplay, and that has continued into CALDERA as well. There are new world records to be broken, there are new winners, there are new people tearing up the scene. I mean, I would list you the world records right now, but I already know that they'll be broken by the time this video comes out, and they'll be broken the next day, and they'll be broken the next day. Lots of standout performers, but the notable one for myself is Joe. Joe dropped a world record and is continually performing, and it wouldn't be a KYZEN video without me gassing up the KYZEN crew as well. The KYZEN Academy members have been superb. We've already got a big win in the Twitch Rivals qualifiers. We have Prodigy EU competing in the FaZe 100k Invitational. Most of our EU Warzone players have been invited to the Twitch Rival Finals, and they are pumping out content and pumping out big games, and they are pumping out performances. The Twitch link will be in the bio, so make sure you go check out some of our players to see some cracking gameplay. I know it's a little bit of a different style video this week. You're not seeing my face, you're just seeing my voice, but I hope you guys enjoy either way. And if you enjoy this type of content, please let us know. That's been all from Dan today. I hope you guys have a lovely week, and we'll catch you next time.